Well, it's hard to believe one home game left in the regular season. And what better team to be playing than Nevada, the conference champs. I watched their game last night against UNLV, and they're pretty impressive. They got ahead early against the Rebels and never let them up for a breath. And so they're playing really good basketball. They're dangerous offensively. They're well-coached defensively. And they're the best team in the conference right now. So this will be a great measuring stick for us as we go into the Mountain West tournament next week to really see where we stand against the best team in the conference. So I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm also excited that it's senior night, that this is the last home game for Trey Kell, Malik Pope, and Cameron Rooks. They've all represented San Diego State with great class on the floor, great talent, and have been great student athletes here at the university. So excited to hopefully send them off with a victory on their last game on Viejas Arena floor.
Do you have a feeling, I mean, you're looking at fifth place finish and a bye, but it could mean you'd have to play Nevada, this team you just talked glowingly about, in the semifinals, or would you rather be sixth place and you have to play an extra game, but the extra game's against San Jose State, but you would avoid Nevada until the championship game? Do you have a preference one way or the other on those?
I just want to play our best basketball, Mark. I'd love to win our last game, and if that puts us in fifth place, that would be great. If we happen to stumble, then I'm still enthusiastic about our team's chances in the tournament. We're playing pretty good basketball right now, and whether we have to play 4 games or 3 games to win the title, I know the team will be up for the task and be excited to be in Vegas next week for the conference tournament. So all we can control is ourselves, and so I hope we play a really good game on Saturday night in Viejas, and whoever we play in the first round in Vegas will be excited and up for that task.
How nice was it for you, Coach, to have Malik out there again and just to have all that done and out of the way?
I made the comment that more than victories, I'm just happy that Malik had a chance to clear his name. Your reputation is everything, and to having done the internal investigation and found no wrongdoing from Malik or his family, we're happy for Malik. With that being said, our best chance to win basketball games is with Malik on the floor. So to have our senior captain back against Boise and now against Nevada leading the conference tournament is a tremendous asset for us on the floor. Malik's playing his best basketball. It's taken him a while to get used to being down low all the time, to have to play defensively at the center position. So he continues to grow, and as he does, our team gets better.
Hey Brian, you got San Diego State cleared Malik. Sean Miller, Arizona, just had a press conference very defiant saying, I did not pay the player, I've never played a player. Players across the nation mentioned in the FBI probe are being cleared, whether it's Miles Bridges or Carter at Duke. I know you don't know the specifics in each situation, but it almost leads to the perception that maybe the initial FBI investigation colleges think with regards to their specific self is wrong. Can you speak to that?
I think as the facts come out, all I can speak to our situation, and we did a thorough review of Malik showing up in a document with a dollar figure next to his name. We looked into it and felt obviously that Malik had done nothing wrong. And so every school is a case-by-case basis, and so I don't think we'll really know on all these situations until the facts come out. And some of this material is made available to the NCAA. So it's hard to comment on it. I know there are a lot of denials. And so the truth will find its way in the end.
Is it hard for you to send these seniors off and to see them go? Obviously you have the tournament, but this is the last guaranteed regular season game, and then after this you don't really know when the end of the season will be. Is that hard for you as a coach, and kind of speak to that a little bit? Yeah,
it's always hard to see your seniors finally leave, and at times I'm sure they would say it seems like forever they've been here when we're in the grind of the regular season and the practices are going, but then you blink your eyes and you say, where did the 4 years go? So I'm sure they're experiencing both of that. They're saying, wow, it doesn't even seem like 4 years has passed. So their contributions to San Diego State have been enormous. Trey and Malik, obviously played on our last conference championship team, played in the NCAA tournament, have great success here. And so I'm sure their greatest desire, along with Cameron, is to lead this team to another NCAA tournament. We all know the only way that's going to happen is to win 3 or 4 games in Vegas. And so I'm sure they're focused and ready for their season not to end. So beyond their last home game, I'm sure they're hoping for a nice long run in March. But winning will be the only thing that assures that. So we have to enjoy their last night on Viejas Arena's floor, and then hopefully have a nice long run in the postseason.
Hey, Brian, you talked a lot about resetting the season, the last 6 games. I know it helps to have the 2 seniors, Kell and Pope, back. Have you seen anything else within your team or how you guys are playing that's kind of, this is what I've been waiting for?
I think the freshmen are coming of age. I mean, Matt and Jalen have led us in scoring in a number of the last 4 or 5 games and rebounding. And so I think the senior leadership and their experience coming together with the freshmen and Devin Watson, Jeremy Hemsley, the older upperclassmen are all kind of coming together at the right time. And so you always want to play your best basketball in March. It's March, and so we'll see if all this hard work will lead to us playing our best basketball here down the stretch.
Malik and Trey came here as part of a very highly touted freshman recruiting class. They're the only 2 guys left from that. They went to the NCAA tournament their first year, haven't been back since. They've had some ups and some downs with injuries and various things. Just talk about, it never seems to go the way you think it's going to go, whether that's good or bad in college, and how hard that journey is for a senior to get through those 4 years.
Yeah, Malik and Trey, they went to the NCAA tournament their first year. Their second year, they went 16-2 in the conference and won a conference title. Unfortunately, we didn't win the Mountain West tournament and went to the NIT, and they got to go to Madison Square Garden and play in the Garden in the NIT semifinals. And then last year was a drop. And so I know in their whole heart they want to go out on a high note. They want to get back to an NCAA tournament and finish their careers the way they've always dreamed of them being. So we all know that the injury bug has bitten both of them. 9 games for Malik last year, all a part of 8 games this year for Trey. And I always say, what would have been had they been on the floor together those 17 games? That's something beyond their control. The injuries sometimes hit from nowhere, and you have to deal with them. And so I think they both dealt with their injuries as best they could, and they're both on the floor to finish their careers together, and that's what you dream of happening.
Do you feel like a sense of, I don't know if it's urgency or just opportunity with them, knowing that this is near the end, and like you said, they want to go out, they've been to the NCAA tournament, they know what it's like, they want to go out in another one?
Yeah, I think it's opportunity more than pressure. I think they both had wonderful careers and have represented this university well on the court and off the court. And so now the greatest hope is that you catch magic in a bottle and you go on a little run and you take a route that we haven't taken in the past where, as an underdog, we win the conference tournament. So this is an opportunity for them to try and do that. The challenge will be great, but we're healthy, and I think they're up to it. So we'll get past Nevada this weekend and then head into Las Vegas with hopefully our whole team healthy and ready to play.
Does that become a little bit of an X factor in a conference tournament? I mean, we've seen it with other teams in the past, like the game a couple years ago against Fresno in the championship, where they had a couple seniors who, out of nowhere, really played very well because it was that or their careers were over. Is that a sort of an added bonus to have those seniors knowing that this is it? If they don't.
Absolutely. They thrive for that kind of pressure. The one and done pressure, and so we all know it'll come down to a shot ringing in out for somebody, or a missed free throw, or a loose ball grabbed. And so as much as you want to win, it's usually one play, one moment that pushes you forward. So hopefully we've prepared this year for that one moment when it comes, and we'll be up for that task.
Anything else for Coach?
I had one more question on Nevada.
Yep.
What tactically makes them so good? I mean, Eric Musselman, their coach, talks a lot about spacing and being able to exploit, open floor and space. But why are they able to, drill a team like UNLV, a good team, on their home court like that?
Yeah. I mean, spacing's an important part of basketball, but spacing with talent is even more important. So they've got great talent. So they space their talent. They attack one-on-one. They play with each other well. Defensively, you know, they're one of the few teams in our conference that switches every screen, every ball screen, and so they always have a body in front of a body, so you don't get a lot of angles against them. So they're not the only team that does that, but they do it most effectively. So they have length, they have athleticism. They remind me of an Aztec team. You know, they remind me of us. So they're well coached, they're very, very talented, and they're hungry. And so that's led to them winning the regular season. Now we'll see if that translates into the postseason. So Eric's done a great job with Nevada basketball.